Karaoke.
Karaoke. You gotta put that Japanese thing into it.
Sounds like you're doing a Hadouken in Street Fighter. Hadouken. Good morning,
Yeah,
everyone. It's just about almost 10 o'clock. Hey, Unita, thanks for joining us on time.
Yeah, when I was in Okinawa.
How are you? Thank you.
Hi, everyone.
Oh, Angie's on the board now, too. Awesome.
Hi, it's Pam.
Hi,
Hello,
Pam.
Pam. How are you?
I saw Angie at Costco with her beautiful baby.
Hi, Pam.
Good morning.
Okay.
Well, Angie, you're just bumping into each other, everybody, huh?
I just saw you too at Costco. That should be our next meeting place.
No, it's dangerous at
Shopping.
Costco.
I know it's dangerous Costco. You see everyone at Costco.
So many people there, but yes, it's always a great place to
Oh, you
bump
have to
into.
go like towards the end of the day. That's the best time to go.
All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and call the meeting to order. It's 10 a.m., August 26th. I can't believe we're already at the end of August now. It's been a very busy month. I know a lot of you guys, it's been, a very active month, whether it's birthdays, but business is going on. The weather's hot. I just went to the beach and it was beautiful at San Diego, and also got a chance to take my son to the San Diego Zoo for his.
Are they open?
Yeah, the zoo is open and the safari park is open. Celebrating my Brady's 11 months, so very excited for that.
Congratulations.
11 months. Is he walking?
He's been walking at 9 months. He's incredible. I don't know how he's doing it, but he's got a very solid, sturdy base and a nice, cute, chubby face. He's just adorable.
Oh, you should send a picture for all of us to see.
You're the fine one to talk, Angie. We want pictures too.
True.
So I'll go ahead and call the affiliates out to go ahead and share with us. I know Scott was here first. Scott, you want to take it, and then we'll go Sandy?
It sounds good. Scott Shimamoto, Journey Mortgage Advisors. I'm a loan officer. So the big news is about a week and a half ago, they put a 0.5% additional cost on loans. And what that did was made rates go up by about 1/8 to 1/4. And we complained a lot, like when they put those red alerts out with the realtors and stuff like that. You guys got to respond to those things because sometimes it works. So all the lenders, they all complained to our legislators, and they backed it down, and they're not going to do it now until December. So they rolled back that half point of cost. And like the loans I had locked that it affected, they rolled them back. So I get to call my clients and tell them the rates went back down. But if you're going to do the refinance, or you're going to do some of this stuff, try and do it before December. Try and fund before December so that you don't have that additional half point cost in there, which makes your rates better. And thanks Kelvin, for letting the affiliates be part of your meeting, because not all the offices let us do this, and it's very much appreciated.
Yeah, I want to have you guys rejoin us so we can see each other again, and just want to at least give the first opportunity and keep it 30-40 seconds, and happy to have you guys pitch and share your information. We'll do Sandy, and then I want to see Angie and her there as well. So Sandy and then Angie.
Good morning, everyone. Sandy with First American Home Warranty. I know everyone's talking about air conditioning because it's hot, but don't forget the heat always brings out the ants. Also, pest control is included in all of our home warranty plans. If you have any questions, give me a call. I'll drop all my info into chat. Have a great day.
Awesome. Thanks. Great. Angie, you're up.
Hi, this is Alea's first Zoom meeting or any meeting. This is Alea, guys. You see her?
So hello,
Alea. Looking down at you guys on the screen. Andy Tang here, First American Title. Tomorrow we have a generational meeting if you guys are interested. It's on how to close transactions and how to relate to different generations in terms of age and how to relate to them in closings. It's tomorrow at, what time? Tomorrow at 2 o'clock. So if you guys are interested, please let me know. Send me a text message and I'll send you guys the registration link. Thank you guys. Alea says hi.
Hi, Alea. Thank you so much for bringing her on. I appreciate that. That's so lovely of you. We'll go do Brandon American next, and then we'll go to Unita.
Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone's doing well and staying cool out there. I know something that we've been talking a lot about is the fires in California. And I know our geologist, he did a talk last week and really just talked about a lot of it is lightning. And I know if you've been following it, we're seeing a lot of it in Northern California, but I live over here near Azusa, and that fire still, it's only 40% taken care of. So I just wanted to let you know there's actually some really cool apps that are out there that'll let you know kind of information about these fires. And then I know a couple websites, LA Times, I believe, does this, where they have a map, and it's a very interactive map. And it's just something that you could send to clients or really information for yourself or your family. And I can put that in the link or in the chat as well. So check that out. It's really cool, good information, and just something to think about to send to your clients. All right. Have a great day, everyone.
All right, thanks, man. Thanks, Brandon. Unita, how are you doing today?
Good, thank you, everyone. Thank you, Kelvin. Hi, Unita Wu, Home Warranty of America, your 13 months home warranty. I just want to let you know for the air conditioning, if you are running any issue with air conditioning right now, Home Warranty of America do give you guys a portable or window unit, just in case if you have an older people in the house, if you have children in the home, make sure you let me know. We are giving everybody a portable and window unit at this moment right now. And also our last day of the month, so if anybody looking to purchase a home warranty, reach out to me. Our promotion on the second refrigerator is going to be ended.
Don't tell me I lost connection.
This month. So thank you. You're here.
We can see and hear you, Kelvin.
Yeah. We see you.
Awesome. Yeah, it says my connection is not stable. Okay, thanks, Unita. Then we'll do Pamela McSweeney. Just get the home warranty as people out there.
Yes. Thank you so much, Kelvin. Hope everyone's well. We're all talking about ACs, your warranty reps, because this is the hot topic. So also, if it is a 90-year-old woman there, or, someone a newborn baby or anything that needs to be expedited, please just communicate to us so we can go out there within the 24 hours instead of the regular 3-day guideline. So please just communicate to us, and we'll make sure we get out there. Just let me know, and I will expedite the call. Also, I am giving a class. I hope you can join me on Thursday the 3rd at 11 for you in this office. I promise you, you will go out with lots of things that you didn't know before. We're going to talk about staying out of litigation. We're going to talk about coverage. Trust me, you will learn something. So please, I don't know if you're RSVPing or whatever, let me know. And I will see you at 11 on Thursday the 3rd.
Thank you for setting that up, Pamela. Appreciate that.
You got it.
We'll see you there next time too. I know Dan was the second one in the room. Dan, I'll go with you next. Some of the title reps next. All right, Dan, you're up.
All right, good morning. Hey, Dan the Mover from AQMS, National Van Lines. And a couple things that we're seeing in our industry is some fluidity in closing dates of escrow. And what I'm hearing a lot from my clients and why escrows aren't closing on time is number one, the buyer fell out because they're on furlough and their loan fell out. Number two, right now there's a shortage of appraisers, it seems, in some areas. And so as you're, a listing agent and you're helping your seller, sift through offers, paying attention if there's any ability to put priority on an appraisal, that'll help, I think. And also, if you got a choice between a police officer and somebody in the entertainment industry, the entertainment industry folks are furloughed. That might be stuff like that's just, we like to see nice, steady, even flow states that work and stay where they're at. So, it's in everybody's interest, I think, to make sure that your clients close on time. Thank you very much.
All right, man. Thanks. Good information, Dan. We'll do a little bit of title, and then so I'll have Nancy Chan go up, and then Mai True right after.
Oops. Hi, everybody. Good morning. Nice to see everybody. Thank you, Calvin.
Morning.
Little heads up on title. If you have a listing and you see that on the profile it is a trust, please ask your seller, where is the trust? Title is not going to close without examining the trust documents. And one of the misunderstanding is that as agent thinks it's recorded. It's a private document, has a lot of private information. It's not a public record. So only the owners have the trust, especially for older people. They forget where they put it. So you gotta get it ahead of time so you don't have the last minute trying to find a trust. I had one that was the lady lost the trust and she lives in Georgia. And now I'm glad my agent did ask for it at the beginning. So they did find it like time to close. It's a very important document. The same entity, the LLCs, the partnership and things like that. Title, every title company, no exceptions, will need to review all that in order to close. Thank you so much, Calvin.
Yep, definitely. Trust, we've got to get reviewed. Thanks for the knowledge, Nancy. We'll do My True and then Annie Fan and then Joseph Haggerty. Mai, you're up.
Good morning, everyone. My True with Fidelity title. So Fidelity is offering snapshots. It's a one-page summary of the prelim. So if you
it's froze.
if you guys need have a buyer or a seller that needs it, just let us know. We can get it for you right away, just so you guys get a preview of it. And also, we're our calendars, our desktop calendars, and our planners are going to be in this week. So send me a message and reserve yours today. My True Fidelity title.
All right, thank you, Mai. Yes, we'll go to Annie. Is that you next?
Okay. Hi, good morning. This is Annie Fan, Chicago Title. I wanted to share with you that today we just closed a bankruptcy case, and it's a very difficult one. Actually, it took us over 90 days. So typically, I want to share with you with a bankruptcy case, title companies, we require two things. First, the bankruptcy has to be discharged. Second, the bankruptcy case has closed. So this way we can close the deal. But with this one, it's a Chapter 13 case. And we did get the bankruptcy discharge documentation from the listing agent. And then we also got a trustee report. So what we did was we pushed through the underwriter. We were able to approve this. So it just shows you that we not only taking care of the easy transaction, that's where we shine. It's a difficult one. So if you have any title needs, especially with the bankruptcy case, we'd love to work with you. Annie Fan, Chicago Title. Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you, Annie. Great seeing you too as well.
Hi, Cody. Yes.
Someone have something?
Yes.
If not, please everyone mute yourself if you're not.
Wait. John's here. John Wax from Snap NHD hasn't.
Yeah, I know. I have Joe Haggerty next. We have a lot of affiliates today, so I have Joe Haggerty getting title out of the way. You guys, a lot of people on here, and then I'll have you, John, right after.
Thank you.
Yep.
Hey guys, good morning. This is Joe Haggerty. I'm with Orange Coast Title. My contact info on the side right there. If anyone is working on a campaign or thinking about doing any kind of farming or mailing campaign, please contact me. I have some great tools for farming, and I have one specifically to help you find where the most turnover is by carrier route or by tracts. A really active condo with lots of turnover. So feel free to give me a call and I can help set you up with that farm. Also, I want to remind you guys tomorrow, we're offering a class for you guys on bankruptcy, actually. Just like Annie was talking about, we're going to be going over some of the most commonly understood facts about bankruptcy and how it all works with the discharge. So please join us tomorrow at 11 a.m. You guys should have the flyer with Jao. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks for setting that up. Appreciate that, Joe. And John, you're up.
Thank you, Calvin. Hello, everyone. I hope you're all safe and doing well. John Wax with Snap and Natural Hazard Disclosure Reports. I just want to let you know that we also have the information of all the fires and what's going on. We send prayers to all the fire departments and all the people affected by the fires. We do have a snapshot that you can go quickly look at and see whether or not any of the zones are affected with that property, and be able to flip to that page and know exactly what's going on with it. Free renter support for your leases. And lastly, set yourself apart with the free property tax supplemental tax estimator right on the website. We're here for you. My information's in the chat. Let's have a great meeting and a super sales week. Thank you.
Thank you, John. I appreciate it. And I did hear a little bit of feedback. So if you're not talking, or if you have some background noise, I appreciate it all if you could go ahead and mute yourself unless you need to speak. So I have the screen shared now. We appreciate you all being here. And today's quote of the week is going to be about education and learning. So I just want to say, if you are not willing to learn, no one can help you. If you are determined to learn, no one can stop you. And I really want to share that, that passion, that yearning of your just curiosity and always trying to improve yourself every single day. That's going to give you some relentless, unstoppable power that all of us can use. We can all use it, and we're going to do that through education, through learning, and sharing that knowledge with our clients. It's going to empower you and make you sound much, much greater and as a better professional in front of your clients. So just want to share that real quick with you. We're back open. Please practice social distancing everywhere you go, even within the offices and out there on the field. I'm very excited to announce our newest agent who's joined our company. He's not a new agent. He's very experienced and been doing this for the past 25 plus years. He is a Coldwell Banker Award winner. Very happy and proud to bring over Danny High over to our Dynasty Temple City office. A lot of you know him as a great listing agent, and he's a great professional. He knows what he does, and I'm very happy to see him. So if you see him, say hello and congratulate him for joining a great office. And I just want to go over our cases on California COVID-19. Last week, I shared with you, and a week ago, 632,000. And this is the first week in where I did not see, I saw less than $10,000 cases per week. So I finally found a week where there is some improvement in flattening this curve. So only 40-something thousand from this 1 week, but it's still out there, it's still gaining and spreading, but there is some positive 1 week right now. We still got our face mask available for those of you who haven't picked it up yet, or if you want to buy an extra one, $5. We have COVID testing either through the LA County using their website over here for free testing. And I also found out that Monrovia has a free testing center by appointment. And it does say that it's with or without symptoms. So it's a drive-through test and available in 2-3 business days. If you want to go to a local area, you can make a call and schedule an appointment right over here, and information's all in front of you. I just want to remind you that we do have a brokerage COVID-19 prevention plan in place. Click on the link if you want to see what our business has done to accommodate the new COVID-19 environment. One of the agents just asked me the other day, are we open? How does this impact our unemployment? And I said, yes, we are open, and it's up to the agents if they want to work or come to the office. It's optional. We're going to make it do as much as we can to keep things as safe as we can. So we're doing these meetings on Zoom, and we're practicing our business socially online, and it's doing a lot. So if you want to learn about the plan, go ahead and click on those links and really focus on learning this year. I want to focus on preparing for the future, because the stronger you are at the contracts, how to speak, and all the new things that we're going to have to be doing in today's business is really going to help you gain, more clients and gain people's trust. So I encourage you to improve your learning. And because I want to share with you, there's a lot of new changes going on the Coldwell Banker front. And they're doing a lot of special things to improve their tools for us at Coldwell Banker. One of the newest and announcements that we're sharing is that We've been used to something called CB Exchange, our single site for logging into all of our resources that Coldwell Banker provides us as a franchisee. And starting today, you officially now have access to the renewed and revamped new version, and they call it mycbdesk.com. So you can just go ahead and click on that link, use your same password and your login as your CB Exchange access. And it's they made it all easier to find a lot of new information. So I'll give a quick teaser on this, but primarily what you're going to be using this, you can search stuff like Google for different Coldwell Banker content, things that are like local news, information, marketing stuff, announcements, and all these couple of different brief newsletters that you could be using for yourself on a weekly basis to give new information to your clients if you want to stay and communicate a lot more. They even have letters that they write and stuff that can be make it easier for you as an agent. So it's the whole purpose is just to improve the navigation, make things easier to find. That there's so much stuff that they're sharing that it's most people complain that they don't know how to find things. So the navigation is very cool. I'm going to give you a little teaser using the video here. And let's go ahead and bring up the video. And hopefully you can bring up this video. Let me see if I can get it and make sure it's working.
Lauren appreciates tools that streamline her work so she can focus on servicing clients and selling properties. Lucky for her, she has Desk, a virtual office that contains all of her business essentials in one convenient place. After logging on to Desk, Lauren reviews the app menu, where she sees a full list of her apps, categorized and with her most recently used app cards at the top. Lauren decides to add a couple of apps to her home page by clicking the Add App icon. She drags and drops the apps right where she wants them. She can also delete an app she never uses. Lauren has a new listing she wants to promote within the Coldwell Banker network, so she clicks on Exclusive Look. Because Desk is fully integrated, one click on the app takes her right there. No separate login is required. Lauren wants to learn more about some of the other apps and programs available. She selects the Help Center icon to find out how these tools can assist in building her business. Then, she checks her notifications. This is where Lauren receives updates and other important announcements about Desk and everything on it. Lauren loves that Desk is a total content solution, bringing together all local and intranet materials, news, guides, help resources, and more. She wants to see what's going on locally and around the company, so she checks out the fun, scrollable news section. The Google-like search engine allows her to locate exactly what she's looking for, without ever having to leave Desk. Lauren uses favorites to bookmark content within Desk. She can even bookmark sites outside of Desk to easily access everything she needs every day in one spot. It's time to run to an appointment, but mobile-friendly Desk lets Lauren keep working on the go. She has a great idea and uses the feedback option to share it. By listening to input like this, Desk just keeps getting better and better. Easy to navigate with real-time updates and smart insights, Desk is the glue that guides the journey and simplifies an agent's world. Just like Lauren, you'll look forward to starting and ending your day with Desk. Bookmark it today.
All right, so that's the promo teaser about what Desk is about. And any questions on it? I'm pretty excited.
What's up, you guys? It's Graham here. So I know a lot of people say you're 20.
Get back to the slides. Were you guys able to hear the audio for the Desk on the YouTube? If you have any questions, I wanted you guys to just go ahead and play around with it now. You can go ahead and log in. They have a lot more platform in there that's really designed for the new virtual world. Most of us don't need a desk or come into the office every single day as in the past. So they want to have you have a virtual desk on the cloud using the Coldwell Banker's systems. Everything can be found on there. One of the new features this month of Coldwell Banker is announcing is called Exclusive Look. And Exclusive Look is you can go in there and promote your listings, kind of like what we do at Coming Soons. And it allows you to get a lot of activity, interest, share marketing material about your coming soon listing to the whole Coldwell Banker network. And that's something exclusive that we can share to our clients even during the listing appointment. And they're going to say, hey, agent, what are you doing special? Because ABC company and XYZ company over there, they do this and that. And this is another thing that we can separate ourselves, have a different and original, unique value proposition, and share with them something and that they won't be able to know, which is our entire Coldwell Banker network and getting our listings in front of a lot of different realtors who are professional with one of the best and well-known brands in the world in real estate. If you want to watch more, there's a video about how to use it. You can sign it up, and I'll share the links by email later on today if you want to sign up for those classes, or just go to the Coldwell Banker University section and sign up for your own virtual classroom with live instructors and participate in a really good session. The final piece of Coldwell Banker news I want to share and announce is that we're having an awesome conference. Normally we call it GenBlue, and we have it flip-flop between the East Coast and the West Coast every year. This year we're doing it virtually in a safe manner. So we're doing a ton of classrooms, free breakout sessions for you to go ahead and learn different aspects of the business, whether you need to learn about setting up a team or you want to learn about negotiation. Maybe you're concerned or want to follow the market, the shifting in the market and the economy, or you want to focus on investments and building your wealth. Things that are about global luxury and you want to get your designation, or if you want to learn how to follow up with your sphere of influence and do better prospecting in a virtual world. These are amazing different types of classes available that they're bringing some top talent, some of the best in the nation in sales to teach you about this stuff. So if you want to save the date and join the virtual Generation Blue experience, this is the one-time Coldwell Banker conference. I encourage you to take part of it and sign up for the breakout sessions and register. So some of the highlights of what you can expect in the sessions is Jill Hickson. She's an amazing marketer to how to land more listings. She'll teach you some of the tools of what Coldwell Banker does unique. That's something that teaches it, how to stand out when you're doing your listing appointment. If you want to learn more about using video in your marketing, we have a lot of different topics like this, breaking into a new price point, maybe jumping into the luxury market and examining the market and how it's going on in the economy. A lot of interesting topics that are really designed for the new 2020 year, which is going to be considered the virtual real estate experience. And I want to make sure you not only know about it, but you get signed up. If you want to register for it, you just click on the link and I'll share the email with you guys, so how you could join. But simply, it's going to be this section here. You use your Coldwell Banker credentials to log in, and you can just register for each of these different types of sessions. Let me go ahead and share with you what the website looks like. So if you want to know what the website looks like, basically it's called the GenBlue Experience. The agenda is right here. You can get excited about it because they bring out some of the best in speakers. They have firstly a general session, but that's the agenda. And day 2, they have different sessions of breakout sessions, individually assigned types of topics. And lastly, they end with the happy hour. So if you want to learn any of those sections, you just click here and register with your Coldwell Banker. All right, exclusive. No other agents outside can join this unless you have an invite link. So I'll send the link to you guys later on today. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and go on to the next slide. The next focus I want to talk about, and again, just talk to you about how we're doing Zoom videos on our sales meeting. Many of you have been joining me for my Kelvin's Keys to Success every Tuesday at 2 p.m. I've been regularly doing this every single week unless I have a time conflict, but I've been announcing it using the same links here below. Look forward to getting you and answering any topics you have. And I do my best to save every session that I am able to record. And I put it over here, upload it to YouTube, and you can find it under my channel called Kelvin Cheng, under my name right there. Great topics, great learning, and I love to really participate and have your involvement. We do have a session with Joe Haggerty. You saw him this morning. He's going to be teaching us on August 27th, tomorrow, 11 a.m., about bankruptcies and real estate. And really, the difference is there's many different types of bankruptcies. How does this impact the borrowers and their finances? And ultimately, how it can help us as real estate agents to understand the procedure, where the proceeds will go, and what kind of steps you got to take when you're dealing with a client that's in this kind of unfortunate situation. So learn about this, join the link here below. And again, if you want the links, you can always look forward to our weekly on Tuesday. JL and Canis go out and send all the agents using the Team Dynasty Google Groups link. And we also have another conference the month after in October 12th to 14th. Join us for the CAR, California Association of Realtors virtual conference, and also a great lineup of speakers. So if you can join them, you've seen the slide already. Just wanted to send out and keep this reminder out there for you. A lot of you guys saw Scott Shimamoto this morning. He's helping with the virtual comedy show. Join in, it's only $10, where you can donate to the American Cancer Society's Relay for Life. This is sponsored by the Arcadia Association of Realtors, and an opportunity to just really have a fun time of listening to some nice jokes and still having a good time at home safely and supporting a great cause against cancer. Right now, I think it's important to talk a little bit about some strategies to teach about how to ask for and negotiate an extension of your timelines. There's two types of extensions we usually ask for. One of them is for your contingencies, such as your due diligence period, your appraisal, which is 17 days, and your financing loan contingency of 21 days. And a lot of times I've been noticing that lenders right now in this climate, they are very busy. They have a lot of files, a lot of refinances going on, and a lot of borrower mortgage activity has increased in the past month and two. A lot of people more comfortable and wanting to jump into a better house because that's where they're going to have to spend a lot more time safer at home. So people are interested. A lot of buyers are coming out. A lot of activity in general. So when you ask for an extension, what you're asking for is permission. When it talks to you about removing your contingency, an extension to remove the contingency, you know, honestly, when you're looking at this, it kind of says that you need more time and you're not willing to put your deposit at risk yet. But here's some good strategies. If you're a buyer's agent and you don't have the ability to remove a certain contingency, then here's some strategies what we're going to do. But ultimately, I want you to be very understanding of how are you writing your contract in the first place. Really think about and consider the type of property, the type of needs that your client has, such as the type of loan that they're using, and know that you're, you know, and be upfront about the estimated timeframes that you're using, because it's not easy and it's not nice to go against what you're declaring in your offer. So if you say you're going to take, you know, 17 days to do your due diligence, you know, please try your best to aim for all those deadlines and ask the lender how many days they need to get the loan approval for this particular client and their background. So if they need 21 days, then that's great. But some banks, for example, East West and Cathay Bank and Foreigners, sometimes they take 45 or 60 days in order for them to get the loan approved. So talk in advance, and that way you structure it So that way you don't even have to ask for an extension in the first place, and you stay ahead of the transaction. I hate when the reasons for your extension is because you guys aren't ready yet, or your client hasn't done a certain performance item, or it's because they didn't have a great discussion with their lender and they keep on switching lenders, or they fail to send documentation over. So make sure you're on track of this, the stages, and sometimes it's not your fault. So in the instances where the other party has failed to perform on any areas, then this allows you to get an extension because they did not do a certain specific item that has been on the contract. So when you want to ask for an extension, then it's very reasonable to ask them, well, I need an extension because I have not received a certain report that they're supposed to provide you. Maybe it's like a termite report. Maybe it's disclosures that they're supposed to provide you within the first 7 days, and they fail to give you all the disclosures, even if they're missing one simple item like the AVID, Agent Visual Inspection. Ask them for it and ask them, you know, I can't complete my due diligence without all the paperwork. A lot of times, and a very common situation is the HOA, and whoever is in charge takes a long time to turn those documentation for the client's review. Sometimes it takes 10 days, 2 weeks, and it's delaying your due diligence. So if your client receives any of these reports, documents, or disclosures late, guess what, guys? Your client is entitled to an additional request of 5 additional days to review any late delivery of documentation. Other examples is maybe a copy of the lease agreement or something that you've asked them specifically on the contract that they're supposed to provide. Another strategy we use to remove contingencies is maybe you can give and take a concession and ask and remove a partial contingency to show your client's good faith and your progress in the transaction. So normally at that 21-day mark is the removal of all contingencies. And maybe in most situations, the loan is not ready yet, but the lender needs a few more days. Well, in that situation, you tell them, you know, the lender is still going through underwriting. There's only a few conditions left that they're requesting to provide a certain document or to get the termite clearance or whatever it is that they're asking for. How about this, listing agent? We will remove our inspection contingency. We've reviewed and done our part on everything that we can control. And we're okay with the appraisal. It just came back at value. So we'll remove both of those contingencies. Please give us a few more days until we get our loan docs ready, and we will remove the contingency. Is that okay with you? Ask for their blessing, ask for an extension. And this is what I say, give and take. So if you're giving them a partial removal of contingency, you take something and you deliver them all this stuff along with an extension request for your contingency removal of your loan. Maybe ask it to for 25 days after acceptance or 27 days. Okay, so that's a nice time to give something and then you take something at the same time. And I use this very often because it shows cooperation, it shows good faith, and it shows progress through the transaction. That's what they want to hear. A listing agent wants to see progress, wants to hear that they're not canceling, wants to hear that they're not trying to fight or for certain types of requests or like repairs. And so that's the next bullet point is if you send a repair request, you know, a lot of times agents tell me, well, they have not responded to my repair request. How can I remove my contingency? I have to tell you as a broker manager, you can always ask for a repair request, but the seller or the listing agent does not have to honor or respond. There's not a duty for them to even say yes or no. They don't have to respond to any repair requests. It's not a contractual requirement, but most of the times they're usually the good agents will get some sort of compromise or will negotiate with you or will accept your repair request. But I just want to let you know that this is not a valid reason to withhold your performance of a contingency removal. Okay, so you can try to get an extension for this, but they necessarily does not mean not work. Okay, so usually when I get a repair request, I send it in early so they can negotiate and give me time. And let's say I ask for a $4,000 price reduction and I'm waiting for the response. Well, maybe I'll talk and wait and negotiate with the listing agent. I'm going to start up some communication and I'm going to ask the listing agent, how about this? You know, we're really just waiting for your seller's response to our repair request for $4,000. Can you get that signed for me? And if you get it signed, I will remove the two contingencies, appraisal and the inspection contingency. Is that fair? Let's move forward. All we got to wait for is the loan. And when I present it that way and I kind of communicate what steps we're at, and I'm showing that there's progress and that now price and disclosures and the inspection is all out of the way, usually the listing agent will be willing to allow to wait for the loan to get the loan approved and wait for loan docs. Okay, that's really what we want to show to the other client. Sometimes the listing agent is going to be difficult. Yes, there are difficult people out there. There are some people that are very proudful or confident or love to negotiate and overprotect their clients. And some people, whether it's reasonable or not, they will just do what they are trained. And sometimes they'll use extensions using per diems or asking you to release your deposit. And my suggestion and strategy to you in these situations where you have to negotiate using money, then yes, there are ways you can purchase your extension and ask for 5 days of due diligence or 5 more days of the loan contingency. And you're willing to pay, for example, maybe a daily rate, like $25, if whatever you want, $50 a day, just so you can have an extension of the time to remove that contingency. If they agree, put it together an addendum, get it signed, and draft that out. Or a possible other solution, another strategy, is maybe you could release a partial amount of the deposit. It really depends on the client, their willingness to the willingness to put their deposit at risk. And you could release, for example, $1,000 of the deposit to the seller to give you another 7 or 14 days in removing a certain contingency. Up to you, up to the client, up to how badly they want it, and up to whether or not they've sent you a notice to perform. But I do explain a lot of times and communicate that certain delays are not the fault of the buyer. Please don't penalize my buyer. A lot of times these are lender or appraisal related issues. They're very busy. You know, why don't you, listing agent, talk to and communicate directly with the lender for update. I'd like you to ask them about the status. I want you to feel comfortable about the loan is almost there. They're working on it very hard. And, you know, I'll let the lender know. I'll tell them to stay on top of the file, keep updating and communicating with the underwriter, get the loan approved, and speak with the listing agent and let them know that we need an extension because of 1 or 2 or 3 conditions. Normally when they're showing a few conditions and you're showing that these conditions could easily be met, they will allow you an extension for your loan contingency. So please, if you have a notice to perform to you, sent to you, you need to get your broker or manager notified, get updated on the file. Let's see what strategies we can take to get our extension or to buy us some time, because that notice to perform is a very, very strong form that may allow one of the parties to cancel the transaction and waste everyone's time. So that's a great bullet points of various strategies that I use. I pull every single one out when I'm trying to negotiate for an extension of a contingency. Any questions on these items or any other comments? The next scenario that I'm asking for an extension would only really be for, as a buyer, asking for a close of escrow date extension. Sometimes I might hear and talk to the lender weekly, and I'm feeling like, I'm building that there might be some delays, or maybe the appraisal is scheduled far away. Whatever it is, when I'm communicating often, I'm better able to get a feel for when this transaction will close or get their loan approved. So with my great often communication, I can give and build a positive relationship with the listing agent that I'm working with, and I can try to communicate some of those updates frequently, so that way this shows cooperation on both sides. I always want to know what is the seller's motivation and goals, especially when it comes down to closing the escrow, because I want to find out a couple of things. I want to find out where they're going and how soon, so that way I know that when they can deliver it, the property possession vacant. And I also want to find out whether or not they are really motivated to close for a certain reason. Maybe they're trying to meet a 1031 exchange deadline. Maybe they're trying to do a concurrent closing and sell this property and buy something else. Maybe they're trying to sell because they need to do a payoff and sell ASAP for a specific reason, like they need the cash to pay off a certain other opportunity. Whatever it is, if there's a certain specific reason and a goal, then I can know and find out how I can cooperate better to reach the seller's goals and get my buyer to negotiate in that way to meet those same ends. So frequently ask, how can I help the lender facilitate gathering certain documents or getting any addendums written or signing any or providing any docs? Just be there, available, be helpful. Ask, what do we need so we can get the loan approved ASAP? So your participation, your weekly communication and updates should lead to a smooth escrow when you are more involved. I really want you guys all to be strong on your contract deadlines, because when you know your contract, you know your updates, and you know how the status is, then you can really be watchful better for potential delays or lingering performance items. So if I see that the seller has not even moved anything out, or they're not going to be able to deliver the property vacant on time, I want to ask the listing agent, is their seller planning to move out by close of escrow? When are they doing the moving? And I can sometimes get an extension on the close of escrow simply because there's no performance by the seller. Maybe they didn't do a specific amount of agreed upon repairs, or they did it a Mickey Mouse way that's substandard and not according to what you signed and agreed upon. Maybe they haven't done a termite clearance report yet. So if you have certain lingering items that the seller is supposed to do, call them out on it. Remind them that they're supposed to do something, and you're not going to be able to close. So give them a reminder and throw in a extension request along with that in a addendum. Conduct your final walkthrough within 5 days prior to closing. See if there's anything that's in substandard condition, any fixtures that have been removed that they shouldn't have, any new defects or hazards that are not present during the time that you wrote the offer. If there is something like this and something that is lingering or needs to be resolved, then that's a valid reason to try to get an extension if you can. So, check a look and see if there's anything. That's a great way to buy time, even if you don't have an agreement on how you're going to resolve something. So use the lender to your advantage. Ask them to help communicate and negotiate for you. It's a good way. experienced lenders will help you so that way they can get the extensions that they need. So the last current example that we can get extensions is when you, for example, you can get extensions if you use form NUCC, Notice of Unforeseen Coronavirus Circumstances. And there's various reasons that you can try to ask for extensions of contingency or close of escrow. Valid reasons include loss of job or a reduction of hours, or maybe a family member contracted the virus, or you have to take care of certain children or family because of someone contracted the virus. These are reasons you can protect the deposit and or ask for extensions using form NUCC. And usually when you have these extensions, when you're requesting them, you will get a better success of signing of them agreeing to it when you explain in detail what is your strategy, what is your plan, when you have a concrete idea of what you need and remaining items at steps and stages that you're at. So if you can communicate this well to the listing agent, you show there's a plan, they're likely to help you get your extension granted. Always try to remove your extensions or request your extensions at the same time when you're asked to remove your contingency. That is probably one of the better times to throw in your extension request. Okay, that's my suggestion for you. If you're failing to get any agreement, then you can always use money as a way to purchase extensions. So you can extend the close of escrow using something called PITI. And that's usually what's a fair way to treat a per diem, which is the property tax, insurance, the mortgage payment, and interest. You can increase penalties, like give us 10 days, we'll pay you $50 per day. And if we need another 20 days, we'll make that $100 a day. That's another strategy you could use. Or you could partially release some of the deposit as a way to buy you some additional time when you're confident that you can get the loan approved and ready to close by a certain deadline. Anytime
Hi, Kelvin.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, for the interrupt. So like if we agree to pay per team to extend another like seven or 10 days.
Yeah.
So what about finally the loan cannot get approved? So the per team money will be lost, right? But the initial deposit will be get it back.
Yeah. Typically in that example, you ask for 10 days. And finally, let's say you ask for 10 days to remove your loan contingency, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
So then, yes, you're protecting the deposit, and you're going to probably get those 10 days are going to be lost and deducted from the deposit in escrow.
I see.
It all depends on how you write that addendum up. But yes, if you at least you protect the entire deposit, and you only lose the daily per diem of whatever you agree to for 10 days of the loan contingency. Now, if you're using a per diem for the close of escrow date, and I'm assuming that you've already removed all contingencies, including the loan contingency, then that's a much more difficult situation. So in that situation, when your client already removed all contingencies, and all you need is the close of escrow extension, then if you buy 10 days to close the escrow, and let's say you still fail to perform, the client does not close escrow with the additional 10 days, guess what? They could send you a demand to close escrow. They're gonna that's like a notice to perform for the buyer to close escrow. And if you don't close escrow within 2 days, they can cancel the transaction. They can collect and entitled to the 10 days penalties per diems that you put in place. Plus, the rest of the entire deposit is considered at risk.
Wow.
Because you've already removed all contingencies.
Yes.
So I didn't say how much is the deposit is going to be deducted, but I have to tell the client that you're now at risk So when I ask for this type of situation and I ask for an extension, I don't exactly ask for the 10 days if that lender says they need 10 days. I give myself a cushion of time. Maybe I'll ask for 14 days. Maybe I'll ask 20 days. Maybe I'll structure it that 10 days will be charged at $100 per day. Any additional days until the close of escrow will be charged at $150. So I increase it by 50%, 150%. I show that there's an increased penalty if I don't close it within this 10 days, but I at least give myself another 20 days or another 30 days, whatever my lender is telling me I need. And I'm giving myself an additional opportunity to close the escrow, not lose the deposit by just giving myself more time, as long as time is what they need. Okay.
Yes.
But
Okay.
more often than not, I don't even want to be in this position at all. I would hold my loan contingency instead of removing the loan contingency that we just talked about. So I don't like to be in this position at all, where the deposit's at risk. So once I know that the loan is going through, then I'll remove the loan contingency. But until then, I'm going to protect it.
I see.
Okay.
Got it.
But that,
Thank you.
good question. Thank you, Jane, for asking that. There is a question on people who says, well, you know, once I got the loan approval, should I remove the contingency? And I do think it's fair to remove the loan contingency when you receive a loan approval and the loan docs are ready. You know, there's also a, you know, bad faith when you overprotect the buyer's deposit. And usually there is, you know, once everything's ready to go, you should at least show your meet halfway, and, you know, put the deposit at risk, show that there's progress, show that because the loan docs are ready. Okay. So to me, it's normal and reasonable. You know, sometimes it's don't be too overprotective.
Yes.
I want to finish up the meeting with a couple of updates. A lot of people have asked about the pandemic unemployment assistance. A lot of the government additional money has starting to end, and the smaller benefits now. But just reminding you, this area is the section where you can get a step-by-step guide at the CAR website, how to certify your benefits, and it gives you the instructions on the answers that you're supposed to provide, a little bit of background of what they're looking for. I'm not your employer. You are your self-employed people, so you go ahead and answer the questions according to your own business. But when our office is essential business, yes, we're open for business, but I don't know if your business is open. Okay? People are asking me, well, since we're open, does that mean that I'm working? I don't know. I don't know. Are you working? You know, that they're asking you that question. Are you working? Are you available every single day for 5 days or 7 days a week? Did you try to look for work? I don't know. But if you are trying to, you know, work, if you have something in escrow, if you are listing property, if you're trying to take listing appointments, I believe that's considered working. But it's up to you to declare on your certification what you are doing, what activities you're getting, and whether or not you're getting compensation. Many of us are working, but we're not getting compensated for that work. So that is the gray area that you need to understand and explain if they call you or they ask you to write in any details. We are working. I'm trying to get an appointment. I try to set up like 5 hours a day prospecting. However, I'm getting no compensation. I do not have any deals in escrow. I do not have any commission earned for this week, for that week, for whatever it is that they're asking you. Okay? Good guidance there. They updated this guide. So check on those certification guides if you want and you're collecting unemployment. And check out our Dynasty Agent resources. It's a lot of updates in there that I throw in. And like our social media pages, our YouTube page, that's always growing. I appreciate it. I want to get into our new listings. So I'm not going to talk too much about these slides that are already talked about. But we do have new listings as of August 25th, yesterday. Want to share and announce Annis's new listing here for lease. She has a 272 Glenarm Street, 107. A newer construction condo, 1880 square feet. And this is very cheap for Pasadena, only $1.91 a square foot. So I think this will go very quickly. Grace Ho, she's got a new commercial space for lease. This is 306 Garfield Avenue, number 10. This is an opportunity to buy your own retail store. It's about $553 a square foot, $318,000 only, and you can open up your own business, or you can, it's going to be delivered vacant, and you can open up any type of retail there that's approved by the city. Grace, is there anything you want to share about this one? Okay. Talk to Grace if you have a client for that. I want to announce Gina Lavalati's new listing here, 3 bedrooms, 3 baths in Azusa. Nice 900 Sierra Madre Avenue, number 80. This is a nice little village there. I actually sold unit number 6 maybe 4 or 5 years ago. So I'm very familiar with this one, and this price at $459,000 is very attractive. Nice, well-kept, large community, located just 5 minutes from Costco and the 210 freeway. Congratulations to Gina. And Peter has a new listing here in Riverside, 5426 BT Drive, only $405,000 for a single family. Very nice size, 7,400 square foot lot. Talk to Peter for this remodeled home. And if any of you guys want to pitch, please let me know. Sylvia has a new listing over here. Very proud to see her Apple Valley listing. Only $228,000. 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 1994 square feet. And I also have Nancy Liu. She's got a nice new listing here. 5416 McCulloch Avenue, number A in Temple City. It's a front unit. It is only $660,000, and a nice, great location here in Temple City, very central, close to the office and close to the Arcadia office. So talk to her if you have any clients. And I also want to share Joan Huang, new listing in San Marino. It's just under 2.4 million on 2355 Roanoke Road. Nice big 13,451 square foot lot for a San Marino home. Great location, excellent neighborhood, and talk to her if you have a client. There is one more listing I want to share with you, which is on Glickman. Andy Fu and Christy Le are both selling these 8 townhomes. It's been less than a month since they've been on the market. 7 of them have sold. There's 1 more left. So if you have a client who wants a brand new construction, 2020 built Temple City PUD style home with over 1,700 square feet, they're just asking around $926,000 for the last unit. Very great location. It's an end unit as well. I do want to congratulate some new closings. We got 20980 Cornerstone in Walnut. Laura Liu just got this get this closed. Congratulations to her. She's been working hard. And we also have Edgar Contreras. He just closed on 848 Maitland Privado. This is a nice, beautiful remodeled home in Ontario. Congratulations, Edgar. I want to congratulate my partner in this listing, co-listing agent, Jamie Rios, and myself. We just got this 370 Longden Avenue, Arcadia. This is a beautiful, beautiful large lot home in a prime location here in Arcadia. Took us a while, but we got this one finally sold. Congratulations to us. And we also have Tracy Thao and Andy Fu. They both closed on this South Pasadena home. Beautiful, gorgeous remodeled home. 1705 Ramona Avenue, multi-million-dollar, gorgeous, unique craftsman home. Congratulations to Julia. She just closed this beautiful model home in 55 Ida Run. It's a newer construction community in Irvine one of the best located ones, best model home. Happy to see Julia close this nice high-end home. And Christelle Ward, she just closed 3554 Big Creek Road. This is a nice newer home. Loved and enjoyed working with her. And Christopher Song at the Arcadia branch, she just sold this beautiful Rancho Cucamonga home, 11089 Natural Drive. Congratulations to Chris Song. Happy to see you guys close. And Amy Toe and Henry, congratulations on your closing. I love your street name, Berkeley. This is 589 in San Marino. Congratulations to you guys for closing this wonderful, gorgeous luxury home. Did anyone want to pitch anything else? Any coming soons or any price reductions or needs and wants that you have? Okay, if nothing there, any questions? That's really the end of the slides. Any questions about anything before we conclude today's sales meeting?
Will you be in the office today?
Say that again?
Are you going to be in the office today?
Yeah, I'm in the office all day today. I do have one showing in 20 minutes, but I'll be back in the office right away.
Okay.
So yeah, come by if you want. I'll help you with anything. Any other questions today? I will conclude today's meeting with a little quote from Albert Einstein. And he has talked to us about education, our theme today. Education is not the learning of facts, but the training of the mind how to think. So really just it's not about, knowledge is not just about being able to understand and say facts. Really what you want to learn is to learn how to think, learn how to be a problem solver, learn how to understand why we do certain things or why we have agency, fiduciary duty. Why do I write certain clauses or languages in a certain way in our contracts? Because I'm doing this to have a better experience and a smoother escrow. Why do you come to my trainings? Is because you want to be a better professional. So hopefully I teach you some ways of how to think better, how to be a little bit more creative and understand what are all the options and possible solutions. Now let's figure out the best plan, the best strategy to accomplish our goal. You have a great week. I will see you to next session. Please call me or text me if you need anything. And thank you all. Have a great day, and I see you at the next meeting.
Thank you. See you guys later. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Thank you. Take care.
Thank you. Thank you.